Hi everybody, welcome to Long Beach City College State of the College Address. My name is Cesar Arizon. I'm this year's Associate Student Body President. The ASB represents about 28,000 students here at Long Beach City College, and I'm honored to represent them today. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic this year, I know we had to take many safety protocols to keep us all safe. And you know what? We're doing things differently this year.
Graduation, grand openings, town halls, and much more were on video during 2020. One of the reasons I love being an LBC student is that I see a community that supports each other, and most importantly, supports its students. I have had a front row seat watching this college plan and implement so many efforts to help our student body navigate through the pandemic this year. The LBCC family is very creative when it comes to helping out others. Students needed food, emergency aid, study supplies, laptops, and other required equipment for class. LBCC recognizes these challenges and have worked so hard to provide to our students. Mental health workshops to keep all of us feeling and thinking strong have been helpful. And whenever the college gathers for a YouTube premiere for a celebration or guest speaker, we are excited to reach out to each other to comment in the chat box. It's because of hundreds of LBCC employees. We have continued our studies remotely, but we still feel very much a part of the LBCC community.
It's true, we are misconnected in person, but the good news is you can access all our virtual events online at lbcc.edu. Without further ado, welcome to Long Beach City College Marion Sims Vaughn Literary Center.
Welcome. My name is Paul Kaminsky, and I am the Executive Director of the Long Beach City College Foundation. I want to welcome you to this year's State of the College. And now, to get things started, our first speaker is Uduak Joe Ntuk, President of the Long Beach Community College District Board of Trustees. President Ntuk was elected in 2018. He is the first African American man to serve on our board. An LBCC alum, he earned his Associate of Arts degree in Liberal Arts here and says that LBCC opened the door to further his education. He went on to receive his Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering at Cal State Long Beach, and then his Master of Science in Engineering at USC. Please welcome President Uduak Joe Ntuk.
I'm delighted to join you today for the State of the College. Before I begin, I'd like to introduce my fellow Board of Trustees. Vice President Herlinda Chico, Trustee Dr. Virginia Baxter, Trustee Vivian Malulu, Trustee Sunny Zia, and Student Trustee Richard Blackman. 2020 was an extraordinary year for all of us. Nearly 1 year ago, Long Beach City College made a difficult decision to close our campus in response to the worldwide coronavirus pandemic that was spreading across our country. We expected to be back in a few weeks or even months. That was not to be the case. We had to learn on the fly how to continue doing the work that we do. Long Beach City College is committed to providing equitable student learning and achievement, academic excellence, and workforce development by delivering high-quality education programs, both in student services and to our diverse community. This is our mission, this is important to us, and we will continue doing that. Long Beach City College made a rapid and heroic switch to online learning, all while addressing the challenges of the COVID-19 virus and the economic impact it had on our students and the community as a whole. I'm incredibly proud of everyone working together to make that happen. That meant all of our faculty, classified, administrators, students, and community working together. I want you to know that my board colleagues and I are fully committed to helping lead our college beyond this pandemic and into a brighter future. We accomplished a lot during 2020. We did it together and with a lot of help. Our community is always supportive of the college. Our foundation and other giving partners are unbelievably generous. During the crisis, our neighbors provided much needed funds, donations, and services. And it's significant that more and more local businesses are partnering with Long Beach City College to support our education programs. We all realize that Long Beach City College is an incredibly important institution, having a positive impact on our overall community. Thank you everyone for your help. More than ever, diversity is a way of life at our college. It is our strength and it makes us stronger. but we also realize that we have a lot of work to do. In June, the board passed a resolution embarking upon the Framework for Reconciliation. We acknowledge the existence of long-standing systemic racism. We know we cannot change the world overnight, but powerful changes are already happening here at Long Beach City College, and that's what we'll continue to do going forward. Our community is helping us in our journey to eradicate hunger and homelessness among our students, challenges that have only increased during the dramatic economic impacts of the pandemic. Students, no matter what their immigration status, have a safe haven here on campus. Our focus is helping them succeed at college and in life. Again, thank you to each and every one of you who have contributed to making a successful transition to teaching and learning online this past year. Thank you to all of our sponsors and supporters. We really appreciate your dedication to helping our students fulfill their dreams.
As the pandemic gathered speed, all hands were on deck to make the necessary changes to meet health and safety protocols to protect our campus and our communities from the growing health crisis. And at that exact time, LBCC was going through a transition of leadership. Luckily, an individual that many of us know and trust came to the rescue. Luann Bynum retired from a remarkable 20-year career at LBCC in 2017 as Executive Vice President. It was a blessing that she accepted the invitation of the Board of Trustees to return and serve as our interim Superintendent President in March 2020. Her vast experience with our college and positive approach to getting things done have been a beacon for all of us, especially during this past year. To present the 2021 State of the College Address, please welcome Interim Superintendent President Luann Bynum.
Hello friends, colleagues, and community members. Thank you for showing your support of Long Beach City College by tuning in for our very first virtual State of the College. This is the only community college I've ever wanted to work at, and I retired once, but it has been a genuine pleasure to return to LBCC to serve as your interim superintendent president. Before I begin, I have to thank the people that make this college great. I want to express my appreciation to our dedicated Board of Trustees for their leadership, passion, and commitment to Long Beach City College. Theirs is not an easy job. I'm so grateful for our faculty and classified staff who continue to amaze me with their positive attitude, passion, ingenuity, and teamwork. I want to thank our management team, who often get lost in the shuffle of appreciation, but who daily ensure the college runs and operates as it should. I especially want to thank our Long Beach City College Vice Presidents, who, under Executive Vice President Dr. Kathy Scott's leadership, had begun tackling COVID-19 related challenges even before I arrived. They are truly a remarkable team and continue to demonstrate every day their dedication and commitment to the college. And finally, I want to thank our students who come to us with expectations and hope for a better future for themselves and their families. They are the reason we exist and why we all care so much about LBCC. My first day on the job was Saturday, March 14th, when I was appointed interim superintendent president by the board. I met with the vice presidents on Sunday, and on Monday, I was closing our campuses due to the pandemic. We hoped then that the closure wouldn't last long, but here we are a year later. We are teaching and learning online, which we will continue at least through the spring semester, and most of us still working remotely. When we moved online, the hustle to support our students by faculty and staff was breathtaking. Let me share some numbers from the start of the pandemic. Within 4 days, more than 1,800 course sections were moved online. Within 2 weeks, nearly 1,200 faculty members were trained to teach their courses online. Student support and academic services went entirely online. And we developed a website within hours to provide students with links and guides to help them navigate online learning platforms such as Zoom, Canvas, and the Viking portal. Besides moving classes online, Zoom meetings and virtual productions replaced in-person meetings and special events. Board of Trustees meetings, town halls, performing arts productions, building ribbon cuttings, personnel commission meetings, and commencement. All of these gatherings were moved to the virtual world. I want to thank our talented public affairs and marketing staff who have worked so hard to produce these events. It's because of this innovative work done by our faculty, classified staff, and managers that I have said over and over since March of last year. LBCC is going to be stronger coming out of this pandemic than ever before. I'm proud of our college family, and I hope the communities we serve, you who are listening today, know that you have the very best community college in the entire state of California, bar none. But make no mistake, we've had additional huge challenges. Even with all the thoughtful planning, the pandemic revealed our biggest learning challenge, the massive digital divide that exists within our campus community, the communities we serve, and frankly, within the majority of our educational system. Overnight, for many of our students, pencils and paper and access to broadband was replaced by the need for laptops and Wi-Fi in order to continue learning. We knew before COVID that there is a portion of our student population that did not have computers and Wi-Fi at home. 62% of LBC students receive some form of financial aid. Some do not have smartphones. Before the pandemic, this could be remedied by studying at one of our campuses. But when COVID hit, it was and continues to be a daunting challenge for many students. Let me give you an example. Jonathan Ramirez is an LBCC nursing student. He was living in his car when we closed campuses. Coffee shops weren't open for him to use their Wi-Fi. Without a laptop or a stable place to sleep or study, he struggled in the virtual classroom. His grades suffered. Jonathan's story is not unusual. When we took surveys of our students at the start of the pandemic, the numbers were disheartening. One survey showed that 10% of our students were using a smartphone to sign in to virtual classes and do their homework. Half of our students reported having difficulty focusing or paying attention to online instruction or activities. 52% of our students reported a loss of income. Food and housing needs were higher for our students of color and highest for our Black African American students. This isn't just Long Beach City College's issue. It happens with most community colleges. But we own the problem because it's our students. This is where our community comes in. We are surrounded by generous donors who stepped up and asked how they could help. Since the start of the pandemic, the college has distributed over 1,000 Chromebooks and laptops and approximately 500 hotspots to students and some faculty and staff. This was made possible by organizations like the Long Beach Center for Economic Inclusion and generous donations such as Long Beach Rotary through the LBCC Foundation. Over $1.8 million was received at the foundation. Of that so far, over $800,000 has gone to student scholarships and $500,000 went to emergency basic student needs, such as technology, food, and housing. And we've had to get creative. Laptops and hotspots are one thing. But what do you do for a student who has a culinary arts class or a music class? With CARES Act funding, faculty and staff developed a beneficial borrowing plan to loan equipment to students for home use. This includes everything from tubas to sewing machines and calculators. And Jonathan, the nursing student I mentioned earlier, well, he applied for emergency funds, and I'm happy to report that not only did he receive one of those Chromebooks, but we also connected him with housing, and his grades have bounced back. But many students still struggle with a difficult economy, homelessness, and hunger. Our basic needs staff has been extremely busy providing resources to students. Our Healthy Viking initiative started a grab-and-go program to hand out non-perishable foods, and the foundation wrote a grant to get 6 refrigerated units to store perishable foods. To date, we've distributed over 6,000 bags of food to our student community. All this to say, thank you to our community, our foundation and its donors, our Board of Trustees, and all LBCC employees for the unbelievable efforts made to date, and those that continue to get our students through this crisis. Like I said, Long Beach City College will come out of this stronger. I need to mention one issue, however, that we've decided to take head on at the college. Alongside the COVID crisis, the country was finally awakened and rocked last May by the senseless murder of George Floyd and the rise of the Black Lives Matter movement for racial equality and equity. Systemic racism became a talking point in a divisive presidential election, and we all became more aware of the existence of white supremacy groups and the ongoing struggle for equality in our nation. While we can't change centuries of racism, we can make changes here at Long Beach City College. So what are we doing to be that change? Under the leadership of our Board of Trustees and the resolution they passed, Framework for Reconciliation in Support of the Black Community, the college mobilized. Faculty had already begun conducting cultural curriculum audits that has attracted attention from colleagues all over the state. We are working with the California Conference for Equality and Justice, CCEJ, to assist us with listening sessions on race and equity, convening faculty, staff, and students to identify overt and covert racial barriers, and to activate a series of transformational changes that will ensure for inclusion and equity. All of our students, and pointedly students of color, deserve better. It is our responsibility. It is our obligation, not our students, to achieve educational equity and provide a welcoming, inclusive environment for all. This is a long-term process and won't happen overnight. But know this, our commitment is clear. No matter who is president, this college will not go back to business as usual when it comes to racism and racial inequity. We will recommit and continue to build and nurture a college that is safe, supportive, and welcoming to everyone. Okay, let's talk a little bit about successes. We see student success every day at LBCC. But I want to share special kudos about a few students for their exceptional accomplishments. Our student newspaper, the Viking News, took home the award for General Excellence at the Journalism Association of Community Colleges 2020 conference, compiling a total of 15 wins in a variety of categories. COVID? No problem. Jazz students Victor Ochoa and Sasha Ortega were winners in the 43rd Annual Downbeat Student Music Awards, considered to be the most prestigious award in jazz education. The National Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society recently recognized LBCC's local PTK chapter with a Reach Award for excelling in membership development. Congratulations to all of our students. And members of our faculty received special recognition too. Kristen Marino, a member of our English department, won the 2020 Faculty Association of Southern California Community Colleges Full-Time Faculty of the Year Award. And how about this? Associate Professor Brennan Carr was selected as one of 18 participants from educational institutions across the nation to participate in the post-secondary career in Technical Education Research Fellows program at North Carolina State University. And then there's our super classified team. Custodian Aaron Turner was selected by the California Community Colleges Board of Governors, the Chancellor's Office, and the Foundation for California Community Colleges to be named Classified Employee of the Year. Way to go, Aaron. The college as a whole received two very prestigious awards this past year that can make us all very proud. Excellency in Education, a policy research institution in Washington, D.C., awarded LBCC the Seal of Excellencia for 2020. It recognizes our college as one of the best Hispanic-serving colleges in the country. Out of the 5 higher education institutions that were awarded the seal, LBCC was the only community college. And so far, we are the only California community college to ever receive the recognition. LBCC was also named a 2020 Champion of Higher Education for the 3rd time in 4 years by the Campaign for College Opportunity. The award honors the college as one of the top performers in associate degree transfer conferrals, recognizing LBCC's dedicated leadership and working to ensure strong transfer pathway for our students to earn their bachelor's degree. This degree guarantees admission into the CSU system in a similar major. And when we speak of champions, we have to crow about our very talented athletic program. We are under restrictions right now with the pandemic, but during the 2019-2020 year, Viking Athletics landed 4, count them 4, conference championships for football, women's basketball, plus men and women's water polo. These wins included a postseason football bowl victory and a runner-up in the men's water polo state championship. Our women's basketball team finished a first ever undefeated conference season. Our athletes are at the gate, ready to compete next year, and I know they will make us all very proud once again. Our cheer squad captured first place wins at the Cheer Pros state competition, which qualified them to compete and win first place at the World Cup. We know the pandemic has been hard on our student athletes and coaches, but when our athletes return to campus, they are going to see a beautiful new building and athletic fields dedicated to sports at our liberal arts campus on the south side of Carson Street. That's where CLAC is, our new kinesiology, labs, and aquatics center. It's scheduled for completion this fall, so stay tuned. In fact, we have carried on with modernizing other areas of our campuses during the pandemic, maintaining much-needed construction jobs and preparing for our return. At the liberal arts campus, a new 3-story multidisciplinary building housing language arts, foreign language, computer and office studies is scheduled to open in 2022. Other upcoming projects include the modernization of our construction trades facilities at the Pacific Coast campus and renovations to the music theater complex and college center at the liberal arts campus. And we completed some important infrastructure at both campuses. In December, we celebrated the upgraded, beautiful auditorium with a virtual ribbon-cutting ceremony. A week later, we held another virtual gathering. This time, it was for our new Pacific Coast campus parking structure, completed ahead of time and under budget. Music to my ears, and congratulations to our facilities team under the direction of Vice President Drinkwine and Cordoba, our bond management team. Finally, we opened a new labor center, the first in the harbor area. Thanks to the vision of then Board President Malauulu, the center will provide labor-related experiences for students, including activities and events facilitated by renowned industry leaders that will expose them to real-world work opportunities. For that virtual opening celebration, we were very lucky to feature labor luminary Dolores Huerta and other dignitaries. Many people played vital roles in our journey to upgrade our college to ensure for state-of-the-art facilities for our students, faculty, staff, and community. But the biggest thank you goes to the residents we serve in Avalon, Lakewood, Long Beach, and Signal Hill, who voted to approve and fund our bond initiatives. We simply could not do this without you. And your dollars will ensure that the college continues to host state-of-the-art facilities and programs for our students and community for decades to come. In sum, Long Beach City College and all of us have faced head-on a global pandemic. We've made huge adjustments and have developed innovations, many of which are here to stay. We've learned that we can change for the better for our students. We've realized that we are stronger and better together. We have created an accelerated culture of mutual dependency that will live on. And this is why Long Beach City College is and will be stronger than ever for our students and our community. There is also one consistent factor we can always count on: our community's support of LBCC. As you are watching this virtual State of the College, you may wonder how you can help. Well, here's one important suggestion. As I mentioned before, we are doing our best to support our students. Their needs are great, from technology to food and housing insecurity. Our wonderful foundation and its Board of Governors has been with us all along to assist financially, but additional resources are needed. You can make a difference. Please help us invest in the future of our students by contacting the LBCC Foundation today. I'm optimistic about Long Beach City College in 2021, and you should be too. Wherever you are today, please stay safe and healthy. Thank you, and go Vikings!
Now from incoming Interim Superintendent President, Dr. Mike Munoz.
On behalf of the LBCC Foundation, the Board of Trustees, and Long Beach City College, thank you for watching our annual State of the College. My name is Dr. Mike Munoz, and I'm honored to serve as your Long Beach City College Interim Superintendent President for the next year. This past year with Luann Bynum at the helm has made our journey in these uncharted waters much smoother. And now it's time to set out on a new course. While LBCC has been my home since 2018 as the Vice President of Student Services, the California Community Colleges have shaped my life in practically every way. As a student, as a colleague, as a teacher, and as a leader. As I step into this new role, I would like to take a moment to tell you a little bit about my own background. My focus is always on students and bringing down barriers that might challenge them. And that's because my experience is not unlike what many of our students face today. I'm a first-generation college student. As a single father, I attended 2 California community colleges. I faced food insecurities. I didn't have stable housing until I moved into the student apartments at UC Irvine with my young daughter. I take these experiences from my personal past and I apply it to my job here every day. Our students attend LBCC to make a better life for themselves and their families. As a product of the California Community College system, I know that they can achieve it. Here are 4 key areas I will focus on as your new Interim Superintendent President. First is the framework for reconciliation that will advance our important racial justice and equity work here at the college. Second is updating our strategic plan. Preliminary work is already underway, and next month we officially kick things off with the establishment of a task force to create the 2022 through 2028 strategic plan. This critical guidepost ensures that our decision-making and efforts are focused on equitable student success and improved outcomes for students. Third is accreditation. LBCC is accredited by the ACCJC, the Accrediting Commission for Community and Junior College. Every 6 years, we undergo a comprehensive self-study process culminating in a self-study report and a visit by an evaluation team. This intensive process will lead up to ACCJC's evaluation team visit a year from now in spring 2022. Lastly is the budget. A budget forecast for the coming fiscal year is also underway, taking into consideration the financial impact of the pandemic and a tight state budget in the years to come. The college has always been fiscally responsible and has done a good job of managing the never-ending California state budget cycles. I'm convinced that we will get through this too. All of this while still ensuring our students are achieving their educational goals during a pandemic. Additionally, we are starting to plan for that day in the future when we safely reopen LBCC. I invite you on this exciting journey with me. I seek your support and welcome your wisdom as we continue our great Viking traditions and foster a revolution of equity here at Long Beach City College. I look forward to working with the Board of Trustees, my LBCC colleagues, and the many communities we serve. Thank you again to the Long Beach City College Foundation President's Corporate Circle, who sponsor the State of the College event. And thank you for joining us here today to share in our great admiration for LBCC. Go Vikings!